Having access to clean water is still a challenge in many parts of the world. In Rwanda, one young entrepreneur has come up with an affordable solution to acquire and deliver safe drinking water in her country.
The kind of impact that I want to make in Africa is I want to bring safe, clean water to everyone. I want to create decent jobs for young people, young women across Africa. I want to improve lives socially and economically.
I offer affordable water solutions to the low-income population in Africa. My name is Yvette Ishimwe. I am a change maker.
Yvette Ishimwe's life revolves around water. She founded Iriba Water Group in 2016 to provide affordable clean water solutions to communities in Rwanda.
Our business model is threefold. We have our water plant, we call it Iriba for rural communities, where we install like solar-powered water plants in rural communities, purify the water and supply it, pipe it in people's households or in public water collecting points like water kiosks. And then we have the second product called Iriba Tap and Drink for low-earning urban communities, where we set up like water ATMs in public places like markets, car parking stations, where people who can't afford bottled water can come and get clean, safe to drink, affordable drinking water. Our water is 70% cheaper than bottled water. And the third is Tap and Drink for schools, where we place those same water ATMs in schools, allowing students to have affordable drinking water for the whole time when they are in school. So that's basically really our business model, and that's all about what we do.
Yvette says she was inspired to find alternative water solutions in Rwanda in 2014 after discovering a problem in her community.
It's an interesting story, like what really inspired me to do what I'm doing today, because when my family relocated from Kigali city to Kayonza district, my mother had a plan to build a house there, and we had a challenge of really not getting affordable water. And you understand, like when it comes to construction, it's a basic kind of need. And so water was super, super expensive, and we had to think of how to get like clean water to be able to do our project. And one of the ways that we thought was to hire a car, go get the water from the lake, bring it in our home water tank, and then that really worked. So that strategy worked. We managed to complete our project.
After that experience, she decided to do a bit of research on how to ensure affordable clean water for communities in the Kayonza district.
And so with that research, then I found out that kids were used to miss school, women spending days collecting water for home use. So then that's really what inspired me to think of what can I do for my family and also for the neighbors. And then I had to like search for a solution that could, help purify water, lake water, and make it safe for drinking. I came up with that reverse osmosis UV system that was in China. I searched something near me until I got to a shop that sells them locally. And I asked my mom to lend me some 400,000, which I used to buy that machine. They brought it, they installed it on our water tank. It purified the water, we tested it, the water was safe for use, and that's how it started.
She sold the water to her neighbors at 50 Rwandan francs, 3 times cheaper than what it cost normally. Soon after, Yvette says she realized she could scale up and help reach more people.
I think like the time when I took this seriously as a business was when I saw many people coming to get water in our compound. That time when like I was just doing it as something that could help my family get water. And started to see like people really lining up in numbers, like coming to fetch water. I was like, yeah, this is something that might be a solution for so many people. So that's when an idea to make it a business came up.
Yvette kicked off Iriba Water Group with funding and support from donors and non-profit organizations.
I was blessed to have life-changing partners who believed in my vision when it was still an idea. And they gave me all the support. And one of those include like USADF, US for African Development Foundation. They invested in our work during its early phases. There is Tony Elumelu Foundation, which gave us like the seed capital to take our work to the next level. And then there is These Numbers Have Faces. I would say that they really created the platform for us to see this in a much more kind of larger scale. They paid for us, for me, like to go through a certain business development program that helped me to see this as a long-term kind of business.
And since starting off over 6 years ago, Iriba Water Group says they have provided 1,056 water filters and 120 clean water tap systems in homes. Next, we explore the many accolades Yvette has received for her work creating safe water through Iriba. Today, Yvette Ishimwe, founder of Iriba Water Group, is taking us through her company's water purification and delivery process.
So this is our production area, and also from here we test the water before we put it in the water truck. So let me take you through the process and how it works. So as you can see, we have like a 5,000 liter water tank, and basically what this is used for is a backup for like some water kiosks which are installed in different places, but where like reliability of municipal tap water is not really secured. So this is the testing area. So when water is done being purified and is stored in the water tank, before we put it in the water truck, like which distributes the water, then we have to test it and see if it's safe enough to be distributed. And we have like a test kit that we use in order to know like this water is safe enough to be delivered and to be drinking, for drink and safe for drinking.
When the water has been certified clean and good to go, Yvette's team proceeds to distribute it to water ATMs, which are placed in schools, street corners, and homes within Iriba's purview.
These are the water ATMs, and they have inbuilt everything. So water purification technologies, water storage tanks, and smart water vending systems. So this is Innocent. He's our water distribution manager, and he's going to first of all take the clean cups, put them in a truck, and then deliver it to the people. When the water is already loaded in the truck brings it in the water ATMs. So one of them is this. They are stationed in different areas across the city. And Innocent will be we'll be loading the inbuilt water tanks of the water ATMs that we have, and then load each tank with enough water that they need.
So far, 65 water ATMs like this one have been placed in various locations in Rwanda.
What really excites me is to see mostly people coming to those water points, getting water, and the people that I'm targeting, the low-income people, motorcyclists, load carrier guys, street vendors, seeing them really coming, paying their coin, getting drinking water, seeing them getting back to their work, that really excites me. And I feel yes, this is a mission accomplished. This is our efforts really being paid off. So I think it's quite exciting. It feels so good.
Yvette's work at the Iriba Water Group has not gone unnoticed. The entrepreneur has received a couple of accolades for her work in providing Rwandans with affordable and clean water.
One of those includes the award received from Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth back in 2017. I received an award from Tony Elumelu Foundation as the most influential Tony Elumelu entrepreneur since the time they started to give out the grants, seed capital to young entrepreneurs. And then there is another one that we received from King Hamad for SDGs development, and then many other different awards and grants that we received, which keep on supporting us in our journey.
Yvette says she hopes to expand outside the East African country.
I want to see Iriba in Central African Republic, Cameroon, in Cote d'Ivoire, in Mozambique, in different communities, because these solutions are relevant to several African countries. We're talking about 320 million people in sub-Saharan Africa with no access to clean water, and we see that as this is our responsibility to tap into this and create a solution for them. I believe youth can be change makers and should be change makers, because particularly in Africa, we have many problems, we have many issues, but when you look at them as opportunities, as I just said, then yes, we become change makers. We must be change makers because there is a lot out there which is waiting for us to work on.
Thanks so much for watching. You can always visit the website for more content like this. I'm Aritopo, and I'll be back next week with more change-making stories.